Hey guys, Laird here. Today we'll continue working on our dodges and rolls and other ways to make the combat feel more dynamic. Now, as you may remember, in the previous videos we did this, so sidestepping into left and right directions and also stepping back as a way to dodge the attacks. Now that would make sense in a lot of scenarios, but we want something probably more bombastic, more acrobatic, and we have a lightsaber, so it doesn't weigh much, so we could do some crazy stuff like rolling back and forward. Even though there is a risk to actually hurt yourself, because you could accidentally point the lightsaber into your body when you're doing this kind of animation or drill. But we're not gonna think about this too much for now. What I did is I imported a dynamic sword Anim set, as you could find it on Epic Marketplace, into the project. And I already adjusted it for our current skeleton, but I want to make sure you could do the same if you imported or bought or found any other animations or animation packs. I want to make sure that you will be able to use them. So what we have here is we go into our core animation blueprint, and when we are here, we can go to the skeleton, hover over it, and oops, actually it's not full screen, so I'm just gonna put my editor window like this. Okay, so you can hover over skeleton and you can see where the skeleton is. So it's /game/SNS Anim Set Pro, which is Sword and Shield Anim Set Pro, E for mannequin, and then the asset name, right? Okay, so you imported new animations and they have different skeleton. You have to go to the animation. Let's go to dynamic sword anim set, root motion, find any animation here. Okay. Sorry. And then of course when you have this thing here, you can also look at which skeleton it has. And you will notice that it's already having the SNS Anim Set Pro skeleton, so the same one. But in case it had different skeleton, you would find it in the content browser, and for the sake of this example I will just filter by skeleton the whole folder and just find some random skeleton. So UE4 mannequin skeleton, which is in /game/mannequin. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to get rid of this other skeleton. In your case this will be the skeleton presumably you got with the anim set that you imported in. We want to get rid of it so that all the animations, they point to the same skeleton we are using. So then we can just straight use these animations with our anim montages, anim blueprints, and so on and so forth. Notice this requires to have epic skeleton, or at least the same skeleton. I know that these guys have the same skeleton, so I just click on this skeleton for the animations, click delete. Now it shows all the assets which are using this guy. So third person jump, idle, so on. When you're deleting, you have to replace it. So here I just search for my SNS Anim Set Pro skeleton, just like that. Click on it and say replace references. Now this will delete this guy and replace all the references to the other guy. And if the other guy has the same bone structure, the same sockets and everything, well, sockets are not required to be the same. At least so the same bone structure and bone, bone tree, so to speak. As long as this is the case, these animations will continue working and they will be using the new skeleton that you are replacing it with, so this one. Replace references, okay, let's see if this takes much time. It doesn't. Okay, so we got rid of this skeleton, the old one. So now let's go to these animations and check them out. Let's see, there was idle, I think. Third person idle. Okay, this is the animation. So I opened it, and if I hover over skeleton, you can see now it points to SNS Anim Set Pro skeleton. So I wanted to kind of, dedicate this 4.5 minutes of this tutorial just to make sure that you guys know how to have multiple animation packs imported and being used by the same skeleton, which is our game skeleton. Okay, so now let's go ahead and find, in my case, in the dynamic sword anim set, I will show you sorry, I will show you how I adjust the rolling. First of all, rolling back. I already have a montage here because I imported it from other project. Okay. By the way, don't mind his sword in the hand. It's just a preview asset for this persona editor. Okay, so we don't have any notifies here. As I recall, we did have notifies in our steps. So let's see. Yeah, sword, dodge, right. We have anim notify window, interrupt. Okay, good. So we just do the same thing for this guy. So we're rolling back montage. Okay. Go here to notifies and see. Okay, let's start it here. Add notify state, montage notify window, and call it interrupt. Okay. So now the only thing I need to do is go to our third person character, dodge, and here we have backwards, and I just press an arrow and it doesn't replace because I need to do the find in content browser. I have it selected, go back here, press an arrow, and it's replaced. Let's see how it works. Oh, it works well. Now this animation is now playing too fast, so maybe we just bring back the play rate for all three of those to 1. Yeah. There is a small problem with it though. It kind of jumps. It has this kind of jumpy behavior at the beginning of the animation. I think this is good enough for us now. Just keep that in mind. This is one of the things we could fix. Okay, so let's do the same with side rolls. Step back. Let's see, what do we have here? Knockdown will be useful. Rolling left and rolling right. Okay. We don't have montages, so we just go here right away. Create a montage. Open it. So this is rolling left. So somewhere here we could already make, or maybe here, notify window, interrupt. Okay. Same thing with rolling right. Somewhere here. Again, let's interrupt. And go to third person character. Left will be rolling left montage. Or montage. That's the guy. Rolling. Rolling right montage. Okay, let's see if it works. Oops. Oh, okay. Yeah, we forgot to go to the animation itself and switch on the root motion. So we go to animation itself. Okay, rolling left. Enable root motion. Okay, now it will stop moving on the screen because now it moves the character as well. So it's fine. Same goes for rolling right. Enable root motion. Okay. Now, of course, if you just have an animation in place without root motion, then you cannot have, you know, the same behavior that we have here, which is the animation moves the guy for obvious reasons, you know, because the animation would not move the guy. So you will have to have some kind of coordinate interpolation during the animation process, which is possible to do. It's just not the aim of this tutorial. Okay, now you would still want to make tweaks in the speed maybe or some other stuff. For now I think this is good enough, so let's see how we can chain them. I think we can chain them pretty well. I think we could even chain them more later on next video, so I will go through that in the next video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.